Hello and welcome back to Lorfan Anime Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I'm your host Lorfan. In the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic build video, we're going to go ahead and build up the party member Bastila Shan. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so be updated and much more. Bastila Shan is a Jedi Sentinel, so they're like the middle road Jedi. Not much melee power than the Jedi Guardian, not much force powers than the Jedi Consort. Other than that, she's a pretty decent character and a good backup one too. So let's go over her stats before I do the warning about her and of course leveling her up. Let's go ahead and go over her equipment. She starts out with a double-bladed lightsaber, that's about it. She's a Jedi, so make sure you do not wear anything other than cloth and robes. Now her attributes goes as 12 strength, 18 dexterity, constitution 12, intelligence 10, wisdom 12, and charisma 15. It's okay at best, but with the leveling scheme I'm going to do, I'm going to at least put 4 points into strength and 1 to a charisma to even it out. And that's about it for the attributes. Let's go over the skills, powers, and feats. Her best skills is awareness, and of course the other one, treat injury. I'm going to focus more on awareness because that's the only good skill she could really have. Now for powers, she has Force Aurora, Force Push. Looks like she has a Stun Line spell, at least I should say Force Power, and Throw Lightsaber, which is all right. Don't worry, I'll prove on her during the course of this video. She has 2 weapon fighting, that's actually good. Flurry, that's good too. And she does have an immunity though, which is immunity to fear. So let's go with the warning next. I'm going to go ahead and give a spoiler warning before we actually give the actual warning. Now this part you'll be spoiled since in fact I'll spoil about 1-2 parts of the game's story. I won't spoil it all the way, but still I'm going to just give everybody that warning. Now at some certain point in the story, Bastila Shan will be disappearing from your party after the 4-star map and a certain location. She will return though. I will not focus on the return version, but still she'll disappear, so you cannot level her legitly. If you go for her legitly, then she'll be up to level I think 16 at least, or 15. 1 or 2 levels. Now you're wondering, how did you get her to 20 then? Well, you see these creatures on Tatooine? Well, I've been farming those, this way she gets to level 20, so definitely hit Tatooine, kill these 4, save the game, load it up, they'll spawn again, then kill them 1 more time. So let's go ahead and level her up. It's time to go ahead and level up Bastila Shan. So she starts at level 3, we're going to get her to level 4. So let's pick the attributes. We're going to go ahead and get that charisma to 1 point. Now after that, rest of it would be strength. So we'll even that out. I always like to even out certain stats in this build. So let's hit the OK. Now for skills, we only could do is you guessed it, awareness and treat injury. Treat injury is good for a backup in case you lose your force powers. You gotta use those med kits. Now we're gonna go ahead and the first thing we're gonna get is Force Valor. It's like a nice buff spell. So there we go. We're now gonna go ahead and level up to level 5. So let's go ahead and do this. See what we could do. And let's see here, skills, it's going to be awareness and treat injury. That's the only ones we could really do for her. Now as for powers, we can't do heal, but instead we are going to go ahead and do burst of speed. So this way she gets +2 defense and her movement is definitely doubled. So that should be it for this level. It is now time to get to level 6. So let's go ahead and hit that level up button. Skills, we're going to be stuck with awareness and treat injury. As for feat, we get force immunity stun and another defensive feat. So force immunity stun, now we're immune to stun for Bastila, which is really good. And we also gain +4 defense. So that is good too. That's a freebie. So now let's go ahead and select our feat. I am going to go ahead and let's see, where is it at? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do weapon focus lightsaber so she does a little bit more damage. Now let's go ahead and do the powers. We're going to go ahead and do heal, so this way she'll heal up nicely our party members big time, except for of course droids. It's time to go ahead and level up to level 7. We're only going to be able to do skills and of course force powers, unfortunately. Sorry, no feats. Skills we're going to do is awareness and treat injury. Yeah, we're going to hit those 2. They'll be at 8. As for powers, you have two choices. You can start with the stun droid line, which is good. I'd probably say wait until the next level or so. That's my advice personally. Instead, do the energy resistance, so you'll be able to shred off 15 points of damage from sonic, fire, cold, and electrical attacks. So let's go ahead and do that. This way you can work on the other one later. It is time to level up Bastila, you guessed it, to level 8. Now, since it's the levels of 4 attribute points, you get to put 1 point in. That's a good thing. Attributes, we're going to get that strength up there. So this way it should be competitive, at least in a DPS end. Awareness and treat injury to 9. Get those up there very nicely. As for powers, I'm going to say stun droids this way. When you stun a MD droid, you could do bad things to them, or better yet, crowd control them in case they're too tough. Then go back to them later on and beat them down. So we'll do that, and there we go. Now we're at level 9, everyone. So guess what? We get a feat this time to pick. So that is really good. So let's pick that. Skills, awareness, and treat injury. You're stuck with that for Bastila. Now we're going to get some feats. The one I'm going to suggest is 2-weapon fighting. So this way her penalty with the dual-bladed lightsaber will be heavily reduced, or she goes dual wielding, same thing too. Force power, we're going to do is Night Valor. So this way our party members' attribute points and more gets increased too, which is good. We are now going to go ahead and level Bastila to level 10. It's halfway there to 20, so let's do it. Skills, awareness, and treat injury. Go ahead and select those two. After you're done, as for powers, I'm going to say is Night Speed. You're going to ask, why Night Speed? Well, you see Bastila with Night Speed, when she casts it on herself, gets 4 defense, gets 1 extra attack, and you guessed it, moves fast too, which is really good. It is time to go ahead and get to level 11. So let's do this. So let's select the button. We're going to go ahead and do skill, awareness, and treat injury. That's the only 2 you could do once again. As for powers, let's see what we're going to get. Okay, we could do either the 2. We're going to do disable droid. Reason being is so this way Bastila could stun these droids much more longer. And its radius, AoE, versus the other one's just single. Great to have, by the way. It is now time to level up to level 12. So since we're at the level of 4s, we're going to get another attribute point. So let's get that first attributes. Put that strength to 14. Yeah, pump it up. Skills, awareness, and treat injury. Go ahead and do that. As for feats, we get 2 free ones first. This one's Master Sense. We get +6 defense. It's always active. Replaces the other one. Force immunity, paralysis. So we're now immune to, you guessed it, paralysis, fear, and stun. So that is good. We're going to go ahead and select the Master 2-weapon fighting, since we're using a double-bladed lightsaber, which will be less penalized. We do more damage. As for powers, I was about to do improve energy resistance, but I said nah. Get destroy droid. You're asking, why is that? You can either use that to destroy a whole bunch of droids in the area, or stun them in case the full damage doesn't go through. Win-win situation. Get this ASAP. Let's go ahead and get to level 13 for our Jedi Sentinel Bastila. So let's do it. First thing we're going to do is skills. We're going to do is awareness and treat injury. Sorry, there are no feats to gain for this level, unfortunately. Powers, what we're going to get is improve energy resistance. It's like energy resistance, with the exception is for the entire party. So first 15 points of damage in those categories, it'll absorb. It is now time to level up Bastila to level 14. I'm sorry, there's no feats at all once again. So let's get the skills. What we're going to do is awareness and treat injury. Select those 2 powers. We're going to go ahead and do stasis. You're asking why stasis? It's like an AoE stun. Great to use, great to abuse against humanoid targets. Now we're at level 15. So you know what? It's time to level up our favorite Jedi Sentinel Bastila. So let's go ahead and just do it. So let's go ahead and get skills, awareness, and treat injury. That's a no-brainer. Feats, we're going to go ahead and level up a certain feat. It's called Improve Flurry. So we get to do more damage, a little bit more penalties. That's all right. We're going to go ahead and now select Master Valor, the best buffing spell in the game. Let's go ahead and level up, you guessed it, to level 16. Attributes, put that into strengths. Accidentally did dexterity, I'll fix that, and there we go. Now, next up is skills is awareness and treat injury. Force powers, master speed. You get defense, you move faster, and you get 2 rounds of attack. That is some serious OP stuff that you want. Now we're going to go ahead and get Bastila to, you guessed it, level 17. At this point, we're using Tatooine to level her up. So let's do it. Awareness and treat injury. Force powers, we're going to go ahead and do stasis field. Very powerful AoE stun against humanoids and also non-droids too. Next on the list, as you guessed it, level 18. We're getting closer to the level 20 cap. If you're definitely going the Tatooine route, not the actual play through the game route. Awareness and treat injury. Feats, we're going to go ahead and do Master Flurry. Now we get to do a lot more damage, which is good. Powers, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to say is Force Suppression. It'll get rid of Tier 1 and Tier 2 Force buffs. Great to have in case you're in a tough situation against certain foes. Let's go ahead and select that. And there you go. We are done with this level. We are now going to go ahead and level up to level 19. So select that, hit the skill, awareness, and treat injury. It'll be at 20. Both are good for that. Now we're going to go ahead and select Force Breach. It'll cancel out all force powers. That includes Tier 1, 2, and 3. Great to have, again, very tough situations. We are now going to go ahead and level up the final level via the Tatooine experience method. You guessed it, level 20. Attributes, put that strength at 16 and you're all set. So next up is skills, awareness, and treat injury to 21. Force powers, I had to think it over. I was thinking, should I start this one? Force resistance, I said nah. Instead, I decided to get that heal to Tier 2, which is a rare thing for builds. But I decided to do it anyways, so let's go ahead and select that instead. Let me get over there. There you go. And once we're done leveling up Bastila. So let's get the next part of this build video. I'm gonna go ahead and go talk about party composition. So if you're playing a Jedi Guardian, good idea to have Bastila, and then you pick a mission for more damage, or the little robot if you want to get some of the skills done. Another good selection with a Guardian is actually Karth. That's a good one too. Canderous if you want to go mainly melee strong. Now if you're playing Jedi Sentinel, then I'll probably say mission's the way to go. If you need more of a tank, then Johanny or Canderous will definitely do it. Now if you play a Jedi Consular, then I'm going to probably say mission, big time way to go. Now if you need more of a tanky person, then Johanny or Canderous. Everybody else is alright, just switch them out if you are definitely doing their personal quests. So we're going to go ahead and get to the next part of this build video. I'm going to go ahead and give some advice about equipment and more. I'm going to say is don't give your best equipment to her because, like I said before earlier in the spoiler section, you're going to definitely lose out on those items. It would suck though because she'll disappear. So I'm going to go over each of the equipment and here we go. Here's some gear advice, everyone. Now, implants you cannot use. Sorry about that. Headgear, Circlet of Sadish, that's +5 wisdom. Light side only on the Wookiee planet. Best headgear in the game. I advise not giving her it, but still I put it up there in case people want to give her that. Or if you're a dark side player. Now, Verpine headband, that gives you +3 will saves, +2 awareness skill. It's basically everywhere. Give this to her, that one, big time. If you don't want to give the headgear to her, sell for the second one I listed. Let's go ahead and talk about the hands. If you want to give Bastila the best ones for her before she disappears, the Geo Hardan Power Gloves is +4 strength. That's part of the Mon Bounty Hunt quest line. That is some dark side points if you want to go that route. If you're light side, skip it. I'm going to say sell for the +2 or +3 ones for Bastila because she won't be in your party for long. As for arms, the Verpine prototype shield that absorbs 120 points in energy, sonic, cold, or heat. Now, if you don't want to do that, improved energy resistance is the way to go since it's a very nice force power to use. Here's the last set of gear. For belts, the CNS Strength Enhancer is +2 strength and +2 all save throws. Get this on Tatooine before the 4th star map, ASAP. If you do not want to give Bastila this great strength belt, so for the +1 strength belt, if you're willing to go for the dark side while you're on Taurus. If not, then definitely go for any of the save throw ones. They're very common. As for the body itself, the Quell Dorma robes, that's +2 wisdom. Light side only on Korriban. Great to have, but if you don't want to give that away to Bastila or you're afraid you're going to lose it, sell for a Master Jedi robes, light or dark, either one will do. I'm going to say this, give her hand-me-down items if you don't want to give the good stuff away, at least the second or third best stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about Lightsaber crystals. Let's talk about Lightsaber crystals. Since we're playing Bastila, you're most likely going to go ahead and use the double-bladed lightsaber. That's also fine if you decide dual wield. Still give hand-me-down weapons to Bastila. Same thing with the crystals too. So I'm going to give some suggestions minus the 2 crystals that you gain from Yavin after you get all of the 5 star maps completed. Let's speak about these crystals. Bond, that has 1 through 6 physical piercing damage. Locations on Korriban. You must have Mekkel killed, and that is a dark side act. If you're a light side player, then don't do it. That means you won't get the crystal. Solari, that is +3 attack. Light side only. Bonus is 1 through 8 damage versus dark side foes. This is also on Korriban 2. Now, next one is Kayat Dragon Pearl. That's +2 attack and +2 energy damage. You get 1 for a light side action on Tatooine, or 2 if you decide to do the dark side action for it. Here are the last set of crystals. Opala, that has 3 energy damage, and massive critical is 2 through 12. Locations Tatooine and Korriban. Erlam, that's attack +2 and +2 on the energy damage. Location Korriban. You gotta kill Daka Vesser for it. It's a dark side action. You don't want to do it, then you won't get the crystal. Now, I'm going to give a good sound advice about crystals. I definitely would say give Bastila some hand-me-down crystals. If you're not using it, give it to her. Otherwise, that good stuff crystals might go away. Let's go ahead and talk about the combat and tactics. I'm going to go ahead and get some tactics for combat. So if you're in a safe distance, first thing you want to do is buff your party. Use the Valor line, the Force Speed line, and the Energy Resistant line. Also, once you're done buffing, here assign Bastila herself, for example, to go ahead and use the stun line to stun your foes for crowd control, and also a bonus damage if you have mission in your party. Yes, when you stun a foe and mission's there, and she shoots said foe, she does extra damage to the foe. Now, if your other character is a consort, or you decide to crowd control with that character, aka your main character, then have Bastila immediately go ahead and use the flurry and be a backup healer too. Things go south, heal if you need to. Now, if you face the foes that are immune to force powers, for instance, then try to do is just ham it out. Just keep you cool and you got it. Other than that, heal when it's in danger, buff when you can. If not, stun, then you could attempt to buff up. So I'm going to give some final advice before we do end the video. Here's some final advice about playing Bastila. So if you're going for level 20 via the Tatooine farming method, go ahead and do this before starting on the 4th star map. Give her hand-me-down items because your main character should get the best items in the game. Also, Bastila will go missing after the 4th star map and at certain location. Either have her A, crowd control using your stun line either against humanoids to stun, or stun droid line against droids, and then go crazy. Yeah, also stun helps big time too if you have a scoundrel and or mission in your party. Other than that, definitely use your flurry if you're not in the crowd control for Bastila. She does some decent damage. She is a great addition for dark side players too, because she'll buff and also crowd control. Well, everyone, this is it for my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Bastila Shan build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more guides and builds just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner of the screen, or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner of the screen. Have a great day or night, and may the Force be with you.
Ha!